What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Brendan, and I thank you for clicking on this YouTube channel. If you do not know anything about what we do on here, our main goal, our main vision is to lead you to Jesus Christ. We want to make sure that you get your blessing, that you get what you deserve. Not necessarily deserve, but you get what God has for you. Okay, you get what He abundantly has set forth for you to have through Jesus Christ. That is our main goal. Okay, and as you can see by the thumbnail and the title, this video is basically me reaching out to the lost. I want, before we begin, I want, please, 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 everybody who is watching this video, share this video with your unbeliever friends, your unbeliever family, people, random people. Just share the video, because this video is me trying to reach people who are lost, who don't understand, who don't see, okay, the mission and the purpose that Jesus died on the cross for, okay? And so, as you can see by the thumbnail and the title, this video is about a world without God, a world that doesn't seek after God, who refuses God and wants nothing to do with God, okay? And my first question for you is, what do you picture when you see a world without God? What do you see? What do you picture in your imagination? Just think for me. What do you picture? Do you picture death? Do you picture murder? Do you picture everybody doing whatever they please? All right, because the attributes of God is peace, life, truth, love, praiseworthy, like glory. Those are the attributes and many more of God. So if you take away God from a society and take away God from the world, what do you picture? Do you picture those things that I was saying? Death, murder, people just doing whatever they want to do and not thinking about anything that is good or morally right. All right. Can you imagine a cruel earth floating with billions of people who absolutely refuse to know God, the God who created everything? Can you imagine that? A world with billions of people who refuse to know who God is. These are the times that we are living in. We're living in a world where everything is about feelings and opinions, and no one cares about what is truth, and they don't try to seek after it. These are the times that we are living in. And so we're living in a godless society. You got people out here committing suicide because they don't feel love. Because they seek after love in relationships, and nobody has ever told them about God. Nobody has ever told them about God. So they seek after love and other things. And once they see that those things don't bring them true happiness, and it doesn't fulfill the cavity that's in their heart that only God can fulfill, they commit suicide because they think that life is worthless, okay? And a little testimony from me, I literally felt that way. I felt like there was no meaning in life. Like, the whole idea of what I was seeing is life is about money. Life is about getting a good career. Life is about getting the best house, getting the best car, having a nice family, all those things. And so I was literally saying, like, what is the meaning of life? There's no way that the whole purpose that we are on this earth is to get money and to get a nice woman, or if you're a female, a nice man. Like, there's no way that this is the purpose of life. And so I was thinking to myself, what is the meaning of life? That's when I found Christ, okay? That's when I found that God is the way, that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and there is no other way. That's how I found that. So, and another thing is, you got people out here getting drunk, teens, teenagers, young kids, 11, 12-year-olds even, getting drunk, getting high, having sex before marriage, all because they don't know how to fight off bad thoughts. Right? The devil is tempting them, giving them bad thoughts, and they listening to them, thinking it is their own thoughts, because nobody told them about God. Nobody has ever told them that God said you shouldn't do that. Jesus said that those things gonna lead you down the wrong path. Nobody has ever told them that. And so that is what many of us Christians are called to. That is what God has called us to do, to teach other people, teach people about what He has done and what is the right way, which is Him. Okay? And you got people in young societies just doing the wrong things. And the main thing is the devil is attacking them. All right? The abortions, the gender identity confusion within the school systems, right? You got teachers out here trying to teach little kids that they a man when they really a woman, or a boy when they really a girl. You got people who are having like young teenagers who are telling their parents that they want to conform their gender into another one. Like, these are the type of things that the devil is putting on our kids. They are attacking the kids. You got Disney out here. Disney is polluting, and trying to push this agenda of gayness and all this other things. This is the type of stuff that the devil is pushing and using other people to do. This is the agenda. And all because nobody wants to know who God is. Nobody, nobody wants to know what God has done. They don't want to seek after Jesus. People are seeking after every other thing. Just think about this. People are seeking after everything but Jesus. Everything. Everything but Jesus. And so these are the verses that I'm going to give you to back up what I'm saying. 1 Corinthians 1:18. The Bible says that the preaching of the cross is foolish to them that perish, but unto us who are saved, it is the power of God. To me preaching the gospel, that's the power of God, because he has the power to save your soul. By me just speaking words about what somebody did on the cross 2,000 years ago, that has the power to save your soul. That has the power to save your soul. But to unbelievers, to people who don't want to know who God is, to people who don't want to know what Jesus has done, that is foolishness to them. If I say Jesus is Lord, they will laugh, they will scoff, they will get mad because they think it's foolishness. But to me, it is the power of God. You got another verse, 2 Corinthians 4, verse 3 through 4. For our gospel be hid, for if our gospel be hid, it is hidden to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world has blinded the minds of them that believe not. This is the verse that I was saying, that I will show you that people don't want to see God. They can't see the glory of the gospel of Christ because they are blinded by the devil. The devil's main goal is to make sure that you don't know who God is, that he wants to put every distraction in your life to take you away from loving God, to take you away from your destiny, to take you away from knowing who God is. That's his main goal. And people are following that. Right? People are following that goal of what the enemy is doing. But to continue the verse, it says, so that they don't see the glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God, so that it can shine unto them. And then you have 1 Timothy 3:1 through 5. There will be terrible times in the last days. Now listen, this is a very important verse because it is a prophecy. All right. People will be, and it's already been fulfilled. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedience to parents, ungrateful. Are we not seeing these things in today's society? People will be without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of good. They will be treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. That is the main goal of the enemy. Okay, love yourself. Be happy. Just don't know who God is. You can have self-love. You can have self-confidence. You can have all about yourself. He wants to push you. As long as you're thinking about you, you don't have to think about God. That's what the enemy wants you to have. And he says, having a form of godliness but denying its power. Have nothing to do with such people. People who have a form of godliness but denies its power. Okay. They deny the power that Jesus is Lord. They deny the power that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. They deny that truth. They deny it, and they think they have a form of godliness. But here's what I'm here to tell you. God is releasing his spirit. God is touching his spirit, right? He was releasing his spirit in people's lives to free the captives, to set at liberty those who are in spiritual chains. All who want to accept his words and seek after righteousness, those will be the one who seek God. Those who refuse to listen to this crap about self-truth and living for the riches of this life, but who look for the riches of heaven, who refuse to accept lies and deception, who have been beat and tossed by the devil's schemes. Jesus is coming for those who accept them. Okay, he is coming for those who don't want to listen to the lies of the devil, who don't want to accept this agenda that is being pushed, who don't want to live in darkness no more. He is coming for those. And all who refuse to accept that Christ has died and rose from the dead for the sins of the world and delights in the pleasure of evil, those will be the ones who be tossed in the lake of fire with the devil and his demons. Those will be the ones. So if you want freedom, go to Jesus. If you want truth and want to know truth, go to Jesus. If you are tired, and because life is hard, if you tired, go to Jesus. There's a verse in the Bible that literally says, if you are burdened and heavy laden, I will give you rest. Jesus can give you rest. If you want to know who you are, go to Jesus. How can you love yourself? Okay, think about this. How can you love yourself when you don't even know who you are? You still confused. You're still trying to figure it out. You haven't even decided a career yet. You haven't even decided what you're going to do in life. You haven't decided. How can you love yourself when you don't know who you are? And this is not to deny that you shouldn't love yourself, but this is to push you towards knowing who you are in Christ, not knowing who you are in this world. Because the devil can put an identity on you and you can accept it. But Christ, God, he has already made you. He has formed you. Why not go to the one who made you? Why not go to the one who created you? God has called you to be a man. God has called you to be a woman. God has called you to be a female, a male, a doctor, a lawyer. He has called you to be an evangelist, a pastor, an apostle, a prophet. He has called you to be his servant. He has called you to be his child. He has called you to Jesus. He has called you to live in his abundant glory. He has called you. You have to listen to God. Stop listening to the devil. Stop listening to your feelings. Stop listening to your own thoughts, because that stuff is deceptive. Go to Jesus. Just run to him and he will set you free. If you had a wonderful time watching this video, then please share, like, comment, and subscribe. We're doing many more videos just like this, okay? We're pushing out many more videos. And follow me on my Instagram at Christian Public Service. Follow me on my TikTok also at Christian Public Service. And yeah, have a blessed day. Make sure you stay prayed up. And just know, go to Jesus.
My soul cries out to you, and you know I'll follow wherever you